Hello everyone and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can get completely realistic traffic as your AI. So currently in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 we get some airlines showing up as realistic and some showing up as generic depending on which licensed aircraft Microsoft has access to, as well as Asobo. However, if you download the fly-by-wire installer, then you can get all aircrafts being fully realistic, as in you can get all airlines showing up, not just a select few airlines. So what we need to do is we need to download first of all the installer. So to do that we just download the installer, and once the installer is ready then we can download the injector tool, and then this will basically show us airlines that don't show up in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 by default as AI. For example, Ryanair, Aer Lingus, etc, etc. Obviously this will be context specific to whatever region you are based in. So once we have downloaded the fly-by-wire installer, it's a very simple process, but again, if you also want to kind of take a look at the instructions are also laid out on the website. So basically what we need to do is we need to select our path. So at the moment you can see here it can't determine which path it is located in, so usually it's located in this path, but R1 unfortunately is not. But what we need to do is we need to make sure that we put it in the local cache folder. So basically, if you've owned Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, then your path will be in a slightly different place, which I'll show you now. I've also already done a video that shows you how to find this. But essentially, what you need to do is you need to go to this PC, local disk C, users, whatever user you have, app data. Then we need to go to local, packages, and then it's going to be under .limitless instead of .flight simulator. Why it does that, don't ask. Is it intuitive? No. Does it make any sense? No. But again, that is Microsoft for you. Don't expect things to make sense with their products, always. So essentially then what we need to do is we need to, sorry, where is this bloody thing? Just done by name. It's Microsoft.limitless. I just need to be paying attention. Here we go. And then under local cache, select this folder. Then what we need to do is we need to download this. Okay, great. And then what we need to do is we need to install first of all the base models. So this will basically install what stuff we need. So we require disk space. That's a lot. So as you can see, it's massive, but look, I guess it's worth it to some extent. Install, because Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 at least is a quarter of the size of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And then we also need to install the injector. So this is essentially what we use every time we load the game, and just bear in mind that this is going to automatically install to whatever disk that we just selected here. So if we go back up to, it's whatever folder we selected just before, when it asks us where our default folder is. So obviously that one's complete because that one's a lower size, the one's 7 gigabytes, so it's going to take a bit longer to download. So once this is downloaded, I will demonstrate to you how to actually use the product. So tune in for that. So folks, as you can see here, this is about to finish installing. So now what I will do is I'm going to demonstrate how you can actually use this tool. So every time you want to load in aircrafts that are true to life and there's no default generic libraries crap, you need to actually start up this tool first. So we should get an FSLTL shortcut appear. If not, we'll just put in an FSLTL shortcut here on our Windows desktop, so that way it's very easy. So the first thing we will always do is we'll always open up the FSLTL, which stands for the Flight Simulator something tool. It's basically this blue tail figure here. So we'll always open up that first. Then we're going to go to the injector, we'll launch the injector, and then we open up Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You can do it another way. You can actually open up Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 first, but you kind of need to load in the injector before you load in your game. But this is going to take a while to decompress, so we'll tune back in once that's finished. So we're about to finish now with the decompression. So once this is decompressed, we can quickly demonstrate how this works. So This is finally finishing to update, and then this will basically be the home of the tool, or your home to your go-to, essentially, your one-stop shop whenever you want to load in the aircraft. Okay, great. Finishing update. Okay, so a download is ready to go. So what we want to do now is we just actually want to create a shortcut for this. So if we go here, and now a third thing is going to be in the community folder. So that's in whatever disk drive you installed Microsoft Flight Simulator in your users, whatever user you're using. So as in whatever profile you're signed into, in Windows, app data, local, packages, Microsoft.limitless, app data. No, so not app data. It's local cache. No, it wasn't local cache. It was roaming. Where was this? It was local cache, packages, community, and then FSLT injector. Just need to find where was it. FSLT traffic base. So that should be here. I just need to find a thing to actually. Right, FSL fly-by-wire installer. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so what we do is actually the fly-by-wire installer is our. I think it's this. Is it? I think it's already installed. So this might be our. Yeah, that's it. Okay, grand. So what we need to do is create a shortcut. So go to show more options. Create a shortcut. This is our fly-by-wire tool. Rename. And basically now what we do is we open this up. So every time we want to play this, we open it up. It's already installed. I think basically the reason it's an installer is that sometimes new stuff loads in. We go to our, as in there's updates. So what we need to do now is we need to click start. That's going to start running. Allow. So that's running now. And okay. We need to change this. Okay, so basically there seems to be some issue here with the user path. So I need to obviously change the user path. So when I say change the user path, I need to show it what the user path is. This is the user path. So copy address as text, paste that in. There we go. So basically just make sure that once this opens up, this is your run log, make sure that it has the correct user path. This is a complete mess. I don't know why Microsoft has the user path in the most unintuitive way. I don't know why the user path is not the same. If you own the two, or have owned the two even though I installed it before I installed this one, this is what happens. And then here, would you like to make any change to the settings above? Why to change, otherwise you can just leave it. So no, we don't want to make any changes to the settings. Is this? This should work, and then let's just make sure this is for 2024. This is for 2024, isn't it? Don't tell me I've installed the wrong thing. Yeah, I think this was released like recently, like 2 months ago. Let's see if this works, but this might be the wrong proxy thing. For flip's sake. Options. And right. Okay, so this should work, never mind. False alarm. So we should see now. Do I need to, unless I need to change this. So basically what it's saying there is it should detect that it's Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So start, we'll load in our aircraft, so free flight. And I downloaded a Ryanair library for the 737 MAX, so might as well test if that's how that's looking. Business jet, configure. Okay. So then this is recording. Library. Okay, that's not the right one. We want the standard one, which is, I don't even know where the standard one is. Where is our standard? 737 MAX 8. Just look it up. 737. Oh, so it's passengers, that's why. There we go. So these are some of the airlines you have, and yeah. There we go. Ryanair, Echo India, something Juliet, Alpha. Perfect. That's our aircraft. And then let's load it into Dublin, the base of Ryanair. Not the biggest base of Ryanair, but basically where Ryanair started. Some serious clouds, as you can see. And let's load into Pier 1 in Dublin Airport, which is where Ryanair is based. And sorry, this cloud cover is annoying me. So, great. There we go. We'll load into here. Hopefully there's no aircraft. Set as departure. And then let's start flight. Basically, what we're trying to do here is actually see that this has worked. So, now we just need to wait for this to load. Take a look at this tab here. Click N, we don't want anything to change. Connect to MFS. And now you can see it's starting to load in the aircraft. So these are all the stuff it's loading in. So it's loading in A321, an A320, a Boeing 737 MAX 8, etc, etc. All these aircrafts that are currently parked at Dublin. We're ready to fly, and we'll demonstrate how this is working. So, why is that MRO in Dublin? That's not right. Okay, none of that is correct. Let me restart this tool, that's not worked correctly. The injector's not running, not sure. Oh, I might have closed the injector by accident. Don't know what happened there. Let's restart that ESC. Restart, and hopefully that loads it in correctly. So that's running. These are the aircraft that should be loading in. So United 757, an Emerald AAI's Emerald 221, Ryanair 737 MAX, Emerald's 87, and Aer Lingus A320. These are kind of the positions. I'm ready to fly. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Why is this proxy tool not working? Right. Okay, folks, basically there's a quick step we missed to do. So basically, what we need to do is we need to go to settings, and we need to do one thing in the settings. When you go to flight model, I think it's in traffic, advanced options. General controls, accessibility, VR. It's in traffic, but I don't know where traffic is hiding. So it's not in graphics, it's not here, online. So basically, what you need to do is you need to go to online, turn to off, And then what we need to do is we need to go to ground vehicles, wherever that is. So basically make sure to save that. So we go back to settings. So in online, make sure that aircraft traffic type is set to off. And then what we need to do is we need to find where this ground traffic is at. We need to set our ground traffic to 0. Just basically it's in a slightly different place in this. So it's under general. If there was a search, that would be great. So yep. Great. Global settings, landmark markers, city airport markers. We actually don't want any of this stuff as well. HUD in cockpit. And we also want that off. And then basically, I'm just making sure that it's not there. But basically, what we need to do is we need to turn off this, because then this is going to conflict. So the reason we were seeing those is it was conflicting with the traffic that was being loaded in. Flight interface, flight model. Great, advanced options. So there doesn't seem to be a ground traffic option in this, so that should be fine. So then what we're going to do is, as you can see here, our tool should be loading. We go into, well, let's just stop it and restart it. Confirm. So start running this. We don't want any changes to that. And now we're connected to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then let's start this again. This is our aircraft. Put it in there, that's great, that's configured. And let's load in again into Dublin. Let's load into Pier 1 and into one of the Ryanair stands, which is here. Load in here, set as departure, and start flight. And let's see if this works. So basically there was an issue before, so I presume it's the same as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. You can't conflict the aircrafts loading into 2020, like you can't conflict the MFS default aircrafts being loaded in with the injector ones loading in. And as you can see here, I need to get a new GPU, which is ridiculous considering I bought this one 2 years ago. Now we have the proper libraries. So we have some Emerald aircraft loading in. So those are the 87s. So you can see that's brand new on both sides. Trying to see what we're still getting the default aircraft, so it's kind of working, it's kind of not. But yeah, that's essentially okay. Unless those just kind of load in by default anyway. Let's just see what our thing is saying. These are the stuff that are being loaded in, so what's this? That's okay. This is extremely laggy. So basically that's it there. I think what we might do is we might try just restarting the game, because I want to see if this is working correctly or not. So stop this. End flight. Okay, yeah, sorry. So there you go. You can see now it's working. Sorry, it is working. So if we take a look now, is that taking a screenshot? Correctly. So yeah, that is working now. You can see the aircrafts are loaded in. You can see there we have a Ryanair aircraft, we have Iberia, we have Scandinavian and whatnot. Q, free roam camera. So we're still getting some default library aircraft loading in, which is a bit annoying. I don't know why that's happening. but we are getting the proper aircrafts being loaded in here. So here we're getting, you can see our KLMs, our Ryanairs, which weren't loading in before by default, our Aer Lingus aircraft, our Turkish Airlines aircraft, our Air Transat. So that, folks, is how you get the FSLTL tool running. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below any comments, questions, etc. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and bye for now.